City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running Rebels of UNLV. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wake Forest offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
From the gun, looking for a man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
Lets it fly! And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They'll try the run. Makes one man miss. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterbacks standing up straight.
The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Rebels offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Motion from the back. grab behind the line. It's Rossi. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run it.
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rossi. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Acho. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Wake Forest. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over Air Force.
Looking downfield on first down.
Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Caught in the backfield, it's busted. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Demon Deacons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride Davis here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got his man. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Caught in the backfield. It's Rossi. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Demon Deeks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rossi. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
2nd down.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield very late in the half. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Demon Deacons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rebels offense is back on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play. Because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on 1st down. Thanks to grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on second down for this offense. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Acho. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. From the gun, running back gets to give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on third down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's busted. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The give to Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker, it's busted. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Webb. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Trying to pound it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. The run from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They booted away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Makes the grab.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Horn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Another first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's reeled in. It's busted. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Top. Under fire. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Webb. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. At the 35, he's loose. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. On the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this. Touchdown, Wake! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Wake Forest.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Louisiana Tech. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Rossi. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
The quick out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to...
Turning it on! He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rossi. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the left. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Wake. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
35. UNLV 23.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the grab. It's Rossi. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
Timeout. UNLV.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
On the play. 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love